cruise down the street like a free rider. New shoes on my feet like a free rider. Move to the beat like a free rider. And I scoot through the week like a free rider. And I scoot through the week like a free rider. Got my new shoes on my feet like a free rider. And I move to the beat like a free rider. Yeah, and I scoot through the week like a free rider. Like a free rider. Like a free rider. Like a free rider. Like a free rider.
Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, the rest of my coffee. There's just a little bit left. I'm having it in a McDonald's paper cup. This was Trader Joe's dark roast, coarse grind, made cowboy coffee style. So let me just bottoms up this baby. Perfect. Love it. Multiple topics today. It's good to see you. I miss doing the Daybreak Show every day. When I go to a new platform, there probably will be a daily show. Actually, two daily shows. A morning show and more of a talk show interview format for the later show, the evening show, early evening show. The reason why I'm doing that is the time constraints. And the juice isn't worth the squeeze. What's been happening is YouTube has been, well, literally YouTube has been squeezing my nut for the past 2 years. And I'm kind of tired of it. So, you've heard the same story from a ton of content creators. They're not a really good business partner. So, it's time to move on somehow, some way. I'm not sure if Patreon is the deal. I am a slow mover. I've been talking about it for a long time. But one thing I can't be accused of is being impulsive. The clearer you are about your audience, about who they are, the quicker you will reach your goals. Doesn't matter who you are. Every marketer will tell you that you can't market to everybody. Specifically, who is your audience? Who is your customer? What must you do to reach them? What is the best avenue? How can you gain people's loyalty where they will tell others about your show, your performance, your product, your service, no matter what you do, no matter where you are in life, until you can clearly and exhaustively answer that question? Obscurity and frustration will be like the two dogs that follow you around the house, no matter where you go. Those of you that have dogs know exactly what that's like. Clarity leads to independence. Say that with me. Say it out loud. Go ahead. Clarity leads to independence. Once you get that clarity and independence, profit, revenue, income miraculously appears. The people who are making money, the people who are paying their bills, the people who are saving and investing have one thing, and that is clarity. I heard a statement from, I believe it was from Barbara Corcoran, who's one of the sharks. I've unplugged from Shark Tank. I used to like it years ago. I think the first original group of sharks were fantastic. After that, they just got a little too woke for me. She said the difference between successful people and others is how long they spend feeling sorry for themselves. Man, is that true or what? How long do you feel sorry for yourself? How long do you lick your wounds? It's been a month since I have been on my bike. When I took a spill, man, I hurt my body. I really hurt my body. Accidentally. Now, I hurt my body when I work out. Some people were breaking my chops when they saw my band workout. That is a supplemental workout and a workout for me to help with vestibular and balance issues. When I go to the gym, when I work out with weights, it's obviously much more vigorous and more body building in nature. That's my goal, is to really just create a strong body that is resilient to life and the punches and the trials and tribulations. So I'm building my body, building my immune system, building myself mentally. That never ends. Never ends. You don't get to that point where I'm where I should be and then relax. You keep going because the enemy is always at the gate, and the enemy is weight, sluggishness, laziness, lack of goals. Never rest. Never, ever rest. There's a time to strategically rest. Get your 8 hours of sleep. You really need that. Get your sleep game in order. After I had that injury, which was completely accidental, I have been, I don't want to say squeamish, but I have been hesitant to get back on the bike. So I'm doing walking, I'm riding the scooter, I'm working out and so forth. It is hard to get back in the saddle after you take a fall. That fall could be a layoff, a firing, a divorce, a breakup. We all have them. How fast do you get back in the saddle after a setback? Some people will call that resiliency. The difference between successful people and others is how long they spend feeling sorry for themselves. Does that describe you? You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You can choose from phantom fears and kindness that can kill. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will. The band Rush from 1980. More relevant than ever. I was riding my bike and I ride past St. Matthew's Church, and on their marquee was, "Recovery from grief is an exercise in storytelling." You don't get near feeling normal again until you can package and encapsulate your story. Your story is important. Your story is important. Your voice is important. But no one's going to listen to you. You're not even going to listen to yourself if you just ramble. Encapsulate and package your story. But then again, you might always wear that grief just below the surface of your smile. Pain and grief can fundamentally transform who you are, for good or for bad. And guess what? Here's the good news. The choice is yours. It is going to take some time, but the choice is yours. I hope you have a great weekend. Get a workout in, a bike ride, a walk, do some stretching in the sun. If you have a bad weekend this weekend, it's your fault. If you have a good weekend this weekend, it's also your fault. Realize that you have all that you need, all the resources, everything is available to you to have a great weekend or a bad weekend. It's up to you. I'll see you next week on the Daybreak Show.
I cruise down the street like a free rider. New shoes on my feet like a free rider. I move to the beat like a free rider. And I scoot through the week like a free rider. And I scoot through the week like a free rider. Got my new shoes on my feet like a free rider. And I move to the beat like a free rider. Yeah, and I scoot through the week like a free rider. Like a free rider. Like a free rider. Like a free rider. Like a free rider.